Sienna God, hello, all. Good afternoon, good afternoon. And what I thank you for watching. So this is part B of day 31. And I went a little bit over time and I was just like sucked into it. I'm laughing and carrying on. I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I went over time. So I had to cut the video back. But anyway, so he says, he did this because your mom would have recognized him as a clone right away. He's not a very bright individual. Which made me wonder like about clones, you know, and their intellectual capabilities. Because I mean, if you're not getting the memories right, like, are you getting the IQ right? You know what I mean? Like, suddenly my son's acting kind of weird, you know, and like, oh, well, you know, that's probably, he's just a teenager or he's just a young adult or whatever. But anyway, he then took her out to an expensive restaurant and paid for it using an untraceable credit card given to him by the government. He asked her a bunch of personal questions about you and her. Your mom answered most of them, but scolded him when he got too personal. He then used that intel to try to blend into your life a little better during the times you are activated and sent on missions. And that makes me think of the thing on Men in Black where they used to like zap people's memories. I mean, it's not funny because we know that it's real, but I'm saying like the ridiculous things that they interjected into there. So it's just kind of like he is like triggering her and then trying to pump her for intel and then going to turn around and use it on her later. Anyway, I feel this clone was recently terminated. His self-destruct was activated and he died a painful death. His nerve endings disintegrated, causing a painful death that feels like a billion needles. I feel he was terminated because he was about to go rogue, just as you are starting to go rogue as well. And then I don't remember if I think in the part that got cut off was me showing you also this part, which is a being, and I'm not sure if that's James Rank or not, I don't know, but it's just two people in uniforms. One is wearing a cover, which is a hat in military lingo, and then here's the craft. I was doing more caulking, so I've got caulk in my cuticles. But anyway, I also noticed you were designed with a short shelf life. Your clones are designed to live about 16 years and you about 45 to 50 years. They originally programmed you to become bipolar around the age of 30, good God, so that you would self-terminate due to the traumatic memories flooding back. But because you are aware of this and regularly meditating, meditation is very powerful, you guys. You are reversing this condition. Your suicide altars are not activating like they are supposed to. Plus, what they fail to understand is that due to the high vibration frequency of your starseed genetics, you are incapable of killing yourself, and they know this. It's got them scared to death, end quote. Pantheon 13. With help from my medium friend Oksana, she helps me locate where my astral body is traveling at night. I see myself in bed in the physical. While I am sleeping, a mantis ET comes into my room. He disappears, and he is now a hologram, and I can now talk to him. He takes me back in time to where I was a child into a new state of mind. I can also get information to transform it in the now moment. I follow my energy of other lifetimes to four domes on other lifetimes to four domes on the side of the moon. So it's a dark side of the moon. In the middle of one of the domes is an elevator shaft, which takes me down to other levels, and an energy vortex inside a cylindrical glass-like structure. I am here. It's me, but it's not me. A clone of me is here, but his energy is different than mine. My mind is controlling it. It's a copy of me, but I am remote controlling through my consciousness. The consciousness present in my 3D body here on planet Earth is more of an observer than a controller, as compared to my other bodies of my bodies off-world. The minute I connect to this clone, my subconsciousness and consciousness strengthen from the control system. I am the main navigator of all these other clones. They run on my consciousness. I'm fueling them from my 3D Earth body with information constantly. However, the flow of information from them to me is blocked. Information from these clones gets absorbed and encapsulated and then is blocked by a spherical crystalline implant-like structure inside my body. In the domes, there is a place where the glass doors open up, and after you walk through them, you are now on the surface of the moon. My clone seems to be wearing a holographic type suit. This hologram is projected by using my energy and creates a layer of energy all around my clone to breathe using a certain molecular structure so that I can safely stay up. to 45 minutes on the surface of the moon. When you travel down the elevator, eventually you reach the gate room. The name of the gate I travel through is called Pantheon 13, in parentheses P13. I now travel to a base on Mars run by the Flying Cobra division of Umbrella Corporation. They also have a sister facility at Area 51. I don't know the name of the Mars base as of yet. The Flying Cobras refer to a white albino Draco race, who are Draco hybrids mixed with the white Cobra race. These Dracos consider themselves a royal race, and they want to capture the best souls and keep them in their programs. Doesn't sound good. Excuse me. This facility was built in 1943. Outside there's a double door, and it is round like a submarine looking door. The name of this facility is in German. They speak German here. But if someone speaks German to me, I would hear it as English in my head due to an implant. This is a Nazi facility connected to some labs. There are children here being kept stacked in cages, good God, in a huge hallway. Nathan is there, but he seems detached from reality. Some of us are stronger than others. I am here too, but I am only a 6-year-old child, and they keep us naked. This memory is related to all of this. I'm actually traveling back in time to heal my memories of this time and to help save those children. I then go back further in time to try to undo the creation of the system this base was built on. But there are so many creators that I can't undo the creation. I need all the members to help me unbuild it. My God. The children do not see the scientists in white lab coats. The children's vital signs and abilities are being monitored discreetly by the scientists in order to learn new ways to enhance the children's endurance and their physiologically influenced breaking points. Oh my God. All the souls trapped here are fueling the whole system. I am talking to them and communicating to my own child self through this holographic mantis of Click. C-L-I-C-K. It's a capital C, so. Who visits me in my bedroom. He talks to me like bubbles inside bubbles, and I'm in the movie being shown. This facility is connected to Montauk for mind control training splits and more splits. I am telling the children in the cages telepathically what's going to happen to them and how to resist and how I will come and save them later so they will have hope. I am healing all my fragments by helping someone else. My handlers know I am going there, and they know they lost control of me. Inside the base, the children in cages are kept in a passageway segment. Beyond that is a big transparent door. Behind this door are torture rooms where we do all the work. My higher self is standing behind the door, and I am helping my younger aspect complete something important. What is important is how I am co-creating a new reality. I'm not here, but I am here in another timeline. This seems like a pocket reality. My physical vessel is there. They are doing experiments on me, and they know they have only a certain amount of time to use me. They are making genetic clones of me and using them in alternate realities. These realities are like two different bubbles, creating one big bubble. I am molding and shape-shifting the whole story. I am the one now in charge of my story, and I am changing it. It's like watching a movie, and I no longer have the traumatic emotions connected to the movie. Oh, that's like what happens in EMDR. Like the more you revisit it, and you're like reliving it in real time, the more desensitized you become of it, or whatever, how you word that, you know what I'm talking about. By giving them the information, I help bring it life. The children's neurons get activated. That's why these kids are not as feral as most kids who are kept in cages. Whoa. They try to keep us in constant fear so they can easily program us. I see myself in a cage there. He is sitting in a squat position. He is wearing no clothing, naked. They are all naked. He looks 6 or 7. I telepathically send a message to my caged aspect. Stay strong, stay strong, stay strong. I know I am out. It's like looking at your own reflection and the feelings of being free. Mentally, I am not in a body anymore. My little self came there to show the other kids what will happen in the future. We are one big consciousness put together like a lotus flower of sort. All the children are connected telepathically. If someone at the end sees something coming, the others feel it too. There is a room with a trip chair, and then it has 5 X's and 7 X's. So blank and blank would inject us at the back of our neck with a serum that they said would make us immortal. And then there's 7 X's. So I'm wondering if he's giving a clue as to how many letters are in the people's names. I don't know. Would say, put James there and strap him. She would say something about the rise of the Phoenix. You can hear kids screaming in the background. Oh my God. They then put a Darth Vader like mask over my head and I would black out. There is a room with a white screen where they made us kids stare in it into to be programmed. The screen repeats the word obey. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 X's is there. Okay, that's really weird. I said 5 X's is there, but it says blank is there. He is wearing a black Nazi uniform and he is beating a rubberized stick in his hands. His voice ranges from nice to evil. He tells me, if you don't do it, you know what I will do. He is now beating the stick with his hand. 1, 2, 3, 7. The 7X person is standing there too. She has a blank, emotionless face and in a cold, soft voice says, you heard what he says. He wants you to do that, end quote. They're training the kids like Pavlov dogs at the base, using trigger words and phrases for children. So 5X came to me on the physical level here, where we did numerous interviews together in order to check to see if those trigger words still work on me. This is why he would act in such a rude and dominating way over me. He would switch into autopilot mode like he did with the children at the base. He doesn't realize what he is doing though. This is all subconscious programming. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7X knows all the programs they programmed me with in my childhood. Each program has a little title too. Jeepers. I'm tired. Need a nap. Just kidding. Like a standard programming. One program they put into me had the title abandonment. And that one is used, and abandonment is in quotes. And that one is used to program me to always feel lonely. Oh dang. Like no one cares about you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7X is part of that programming system. There is also a holographic room in which 5X and 7X are used for training, torture, and testing. Yeah, 7X. Here they would program the violent rabbit ritual to torture children. They would program that child by asking questions and telling them terrible things to make them want to run away in a hologram of a labyrinth. When they entered the tunnels, it would give them squeezing and pulling sensations, and sometimes a child would get lost because it's like a portal system. Oh man. At the end, they lose all their energy and collapse, and their energy body comes out of the physical, and they are now fractured. Oh my gosh. It says there was eventually an explosion at the facility, and 5X lost use of his left leg, which would limp, and had to wear a wig. He also got shot with a bullet in his head and had some metal plate at that location. That the regen tank got exploded at the base, and it took a while before they could get a new one. He seems controlled by an AI consciousness system, now under control of the old director on the moon, who basically runs the entire SSP program. There's another room there where they have a big glass tank with a big crocodile and a snake inside of it. The crocodile eats that snake, and the children are forced to watch it. They also put the child who did not do well in the last testing room and throw him/her to be eaten by the crocodile too. Oh wow. There's also another room with a giant black spider. The kids were supposed to use their abilities to get away from him and are literally bouncing off the walls in panic. There is another room with a round bird cage on a rubber-looking pedestal. They would spin this and hit you with baseball bats. That's awful. There's another room with water tanks here. They dunk your head until you drown. There is a wall with strange-looking hooks, and they hang children on for plain pleasure reversals. What? Burns, probably pain pleasure reversals. Burns can be seen on the children on their hands and feet and back sometimes. If you don't do what they want you to do, a reptilian will punish you in an electric chair with a helmet. It looks old and is made out of metal. Because the children are telepathically connected in a group consciousness, if one gets hurt, they all hurt too. That's terrible. Don't go hang, love you, mean it.